Welcome back to the channel for another scorching episode, quite literally scorching. It's sweltering out there. Right, I am setting up sales. I'm not going to show you how to do it. I've done it before. If you go to about a month ago, you'll see a video of me setting up some channels. I'll try and drop a link if I can work out how to do that. Like I said that, and I didn't do that last time. But what I will say is, I think timing is crucial. I was in a chat the other day and people were talking about how to get sales working. I think everybody has found there was a huge bit of a spike at the start of lockdown, and now things are getting back to normal. Sales are beginning to land, like go down, and it's the same with me. That's happened. And I said, if people were talking about promotions and sales and offers to watchers. Now, offers to watchers is a great thing. Do it every day. Do it as much as possible. But sales, if you've got a shop, it's the sort of thing you can only do really once every couple of weeks. Your item has to be the same price and the title has to be the same, and there's certain other elements that have to be exactly the same and remain static for 2 weeks for you to be able to put those items in a sale. So I would say timing is really, really key with sales. And if you're trying to shift stuff, there's no point waving your flag of come and buy me if there's no one looking. And when do people look? People look around payday. So it's vitally important, or I'd say it's quite important, to set up your sales when just before or just after people are getting paid. And I would also say doing them at the weekend is a good timing for doing it. So you won't find me setting up sales on like the 5th of a month or the 12th of a month. It'll always be the weekend around about the last weekend of the month. So we're at the 26th now, 26th of June. It's Friday. It's Saturday tomorrow, and it's time for me to set up my sales. My sales are structured. If you go and refer to the video, my shop has categories such as ladies' clothing, men's clothing, small electrical, toys and games, things like that. And within those categories, I have subcategories of new in. Now, if it's new in, it won't go in a sale. I have another category of promotion 1. If it's in promotion 1, I use that shop category to select items to go in a 10% sale. There's promotion 2, and that's used for a 20% sale. And then there's a category called auction, and that's really kind of like bargain bucket stuff that I haven't been able to sell, and that will go into auctions. So my monthly process, now this has been put on hold really for the last couple of months because of lockdown and the strange effect it's had on prices. But the first thing I will do is review my categories. So if something's been stuck in new in, if I got something, it's been stuck there for 4 months in that category, or over 3 months, I'll first of all change the category to promotion 1, and I'll go through all my items so I can view all of my ladies' clothing's new in, and I will recognise by the date listed whether it's been there a while or hasn't been there a while, and I'll move stuff maybe into promotion 1, and then I'll review promotion 1, and if that's been there for a while, I might stick it in promotion 2. And if it's been in promotion 2 and still hasn't gone, I might move it back into new in but drop the price, and then it goes through that process again. And then eventually, once it's gone through that sort of cycle a few times, I'll get really fed up and put it to auction, and the price might have gone down to like near about a fiver or something. So that is my monthly process, and I always do this around about this time of the month. But once I've reviewed all of those shop categories and items and which shop category they're in, it's then just a case of doing my sales. And like I say, refer to the video. I have basically a 10% sale and 20% sale for all of my categories, and they will run for 2 weeks. But I think it's so important to do them when people are getting paid, and at the weekend. That is when people are looking, and I find it's when people are selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace as well. It's the best time to try and source products to go into Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to sort of share a screen now and show you my sales. Here we are. So I've filtered it down to sale event and markdown, And you can get into this from your seller hub, go into Markdown Manager. For me it's on the left, but for you it may be in a different place. So you can see that once you've set up sales, it's really just a case of you can copy them, and I'll copy this first one even though I've done it in the previous video, but just copy that, and all you have to do, the selection stays the same, and all you have to do is change the date, so you can review the items and it automatically puts in today's date. The only thing I change is to say start now and launch it, and that is done. And as soon as I've copied one, this one's pending, I'll just make sure I'll delete the old one out because that's done now. So it's very straightforward once it's set up to sort of copy them month on, every month. This will probably take me around about 20 minutes. You do have to filter it every time. Not quite sure why that is, but you have to run a filter on it. But definitely, like I say, it is well worth waving the flag and doing stuff like, I don't know, you can do other promotions, you can review your prices. Time to do it is when people are buying. There's no point making lots and lots of effort on your shop when there's no one in the shop. You've got to do it when people are ready to spend. So just going through these, I'll do all of these 10%, 20%. How many have we got here? Not too many, not that many to do. So like I say, 20 minutes and that'll all get done. Now of course all that helps, but the main thing that really drives sales is more listing, and I think anyone who's been doing eBay for a while will say just list as much as you can. And I try and get consistent listing by doing, like, waking up in the morning and doing at least 5. And my routine used to be I'd do 5 and then build up a stock of drafts, but I haven't been doing that recently. I really just want to get stuff on as quickly as possible, really to make up for what happened during the end of the lockdown period, where I was really scraping around for any stock I could get on eBay. My turnover probably went to about 2/3 of where it had been at the start of the lockdown. So that's quite a big dip really. So I want to get back up to where I was. And one of the goals at the start of the year for me was to get to around about 1,000 items, and so I'm under 500 at the moment, probably around about 460, something like that. So I want to get to that 500 and just chunk it down, trying to set small goals of maybe 50 at a time, get to 500, get to 550, get to 600. I don't think I'm going to do it overnight, but I certainly want to be there by the end of the year. So doing another car boot tomorrow. I think it's going to be absolutely sweltering. Hoping to do 2 on tomorrow, Saturday, and then another 2 on Sunday. So I'm going to be absolutely whacked. But hopefully should have some good stuff to show everyone. So tune in for that. I'll try and do a haul as soon as I can. If you have any questions about sales or anything like that, do let me know. Or if you want any content. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It really does help the channel. I'm trying to get to, what am I trying to get to? I'm just trying to get to around about 2,000 would be nice. I'm some way off that though. 1,500 would be nice. I was absolutely thrilled to get to 1,000. But yeah, any comments I always listen to. Hopefully the adverts are better now because I've worked out how to kind of make them a bit less. But yeah, if you've got anything else, please let us know in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you. But for now, take care. See you soon. And I've just remembered one thing I forgot to mention, and that's I'm trying to get into a bit of a new niche at the moment, and it always pays to try different things. I don't know if I should reveal what I'm doing, but I suppose it's been revealed on a few other channels, especially Shel Staruni's. I bought a haul or a bundle. I didn't call it a haul because I got it from another reseller, but it was a 5 kilogram box of ladies' jewellery. I know absolutely nothing about jewellery, but what was good was it was quite small. And there was a question in another chat the other day, one of the reseller white boys chats, and someone was trying to get into reselling. They're saying, what's a good way of doing it? And I kind of thought of like Ken Chapman, who's a call him a vintage reseller. He's a real old school reseller, been around for years, but he does postcards, and he has tens of thousands of listings, absolutely bonkers amounts of listings, but they're all in a few shoe boxes, or probably more than a few, but you know what I mean. It's you can have so much stock in a little place. And getting the jewellery sent through to me, for some reason I was expecting like I don't know, like an Amazon size box. I had no kind of concept of how big it would be, and of course when I thought it through, it was like, no, hang on a minute, jewellery is small. So I spent last night kind of detangling all of this bits of jewellery with Liz and sorting out bits that might be worth it and bits that are just sort of rubbish, and it was quite good fun actually. And I've been listing it this morning, and I haven't sold anything yet. So this is a kind of like story waiting to happen. But it's very exciting to see how it goes. It was you know, not a too high a price for the bundle for the 5 kilograms that I got as well. So it's a toe in the water. So it always pays to kind of experiment with a few other things. So if you see something at a boot fair this weekend and you think, shall I, shan't I? You know, maybe just sort of, you know, if it's £5 or £10 and you're thinking about it, maybe it's just worth it for the experience and you should go for it. I talked about my CB radio the other day and how I kind of like should have got both, but at least I got one, you know. So I'm definitely doing more of that now, being less kind of like trying to think I'm going to get something for £2 and thinking, well, let's just have a go at it, you know. Out of like the 10 gambles I make, probably like 8 or 9 will pay off, and that's good enough for me. And you should have the confidence to go for it where you can. So that really is it now. I will let you know how my car booting goes tomorrow, and could do a video about, you know, and have a haul. I suppose everyone else will be doing that, but I hope you can watch mine. And I'll let you know how the jewellery does. You can. I'm not modelling it myself. I've got a mannequin, but that'll be interesting to see how that goes. To see if that's a new little niche I can get into. But for now, it really is goodbye, and I'll see you soon. Take care.